Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good evening, Eastern Iowa. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Danny Cassidy. It's going to be a pretty quiet, pretty pleasant overnight tonight, pretty typical of what you expect in mid-August. Low temperatures will be in the low to mid-60s. We'll have partly cloudy skies and a light southeasterly wind, so pretty nice overall. For tomorrow, things are going to change a little bit. We'll have high temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. Again, pretty typical for you see this time of year. We will see, though, mostly cloudy skies and a chance of showers and storms in the afternoon, especially for areas west and south, and it'll continue to build in from the southwest to the northeast as the day goes on. And this is going to be aided by a little bit of a southeasterly push. Winds will be gusting up to 25 miles per hour. That's going to ramp up our humidity as the day progresses. So we'll start off, I think, tomorrow morning more in the lower 60s, but then as a warm front from the southwest starts to move in, we'll be in the mid to upper 60s, and then through the overnight hours Wednesday into Thursday, we'll have a lot of moisture to work with, and we'll hit the low 70s at its peak. A cold front will then move through Friday through Sunday, and we'll see that drop back into more typical ranges in the mid 60s. But with that added moisture and a little bit of lift from that warm front and possible cold front Thursday, we do have a couple of chances of some stronger storms. Thankfully, it's set up right now. The current progression of the fronts, both the warm and cold front, we're basically shooting the gap of any severe weather, at least level 2 severe weather. The level 2 risk will be off to our southwest Wednesday night, and I think that's going to stay there. Things have been pretty consistent over the past few days. I think we'll just see some stronger storms here. We'll have to watch if we see any gusty winds with this, if the storms can become more surface-based. I think for the most part, they'll be elevated, meaning it looks like for the most part, it'll just be heavy rain, maybe some small hail. Tomorrow, though, or I should say Thursday, excuse me, we will see that front move through, and I think with lingering showers and storms, it'll just be that, showers and storms. But we'll have to watch how quickly the front moves through, and if rain dissipates in the morning to allow for more sunshine and kind of revamp and re-energize the atmosphere. So that's what the severe outlook looks like. Again, just expecting stronger storms. Well, a little bit more of a concern is the heavy rain potential. All of eastern Iowa is under a slight, basically a 15% risk of some flash flooding and maybe to minor streams and ponds. I think for the most part, the major rivers like the Mississippi, I think will be okay just because of how dry we've been really for the whole month of August so far. But some flash flooding, especially in localized urban areas and any low-lying areas, could be a concern Wednesday night. So let's start at Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. You're going to notice we'll see some sunshine to start, but clouds are going to quickly fill in. Now you might look Wednesday morning, as you may always do, you look at the Storm Track 7 app, you go, okay, the radar, there's some showers and storms in central Iowa, looks like that's coming our way. It is, but it's going to outrun the warm front. Basically, it's going to outrun the ignition. So basically, if you lit a match and you started to go into a little bit cooler areas and it started raining, well, it's going to dissipate and it's going to fizzle out as it moves northeast. So it's going to lose some of that fuel that it had to the southwest. I think we'll still see scattered showers and storms during the afternoon hours, but I think they'll be mostly light to moderate instead of moderate to heavy like it is near the Des Moines area. Now that'll move through, but we'll see another round start to move in, this time along with the warm front. And now this is going to have added fuel to when it arrives here. So you see midnight, we'll see some showers and storms off to the southwest, and this will be that main line that moves through early Thursday morning. Now the question is how fast does it move and how heavy is that rainfall? Because if it moves pretty fast, then we won't have as much rainfall. It will still be heavy rain at times, but the totals won't be a lot. If the warm front's a little bit slower and the rain's a little bit slower, that's where we could see 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of rain just Wednesday night to Thursday alone. And the best chances are going to be south and west, right along where that warm front is, closest to that fuel. So as we go through Thursday morning, watch what happens here. We kind of just see training, I should say, just kind of redevelopment of showers and storms along the front. If this happens, I'm not expecting this to be severe because we'll have a lot of rainfall during the day. And then by the time the atmosphere recovers, the front's already making its way through. And really, I think it'll be pretty scattered in nature. And the best risk will be off to our east. But something we'll have to watch as we go through the day on Thursday. Then Thursday night into early Friday, maybe you could see some lingering showers on the backside of this low pressure, but I think most of us are going to stay dry. In terms of the rainfall totals, so compared to this afternoon, this evening it looks like it's trending downward just a little bit, anticipating that this system will move through a little bit faster than earlier expected. However, I still think much of eastern Iowa could see about an inch, and if we see those thunderstorms move a little bit slower, 1 to 2 inches is not out of the realm of possibility, especially for areas south and west. So just be mindful that yes, we could see some flash flooding concerns even if totals are trending a little bit downward. So to recap here, your city-by-city forecast for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City. Friday, as I mentioned, maybe some isolated showers. Most of us stay dry, though. And then after Friday, another great weekend ahead. Not as cool as it was this past weekend, but seasonal. Highs in the low to mid-80s. A northwest wind will dry us out a little bit. More sunshine Sunday than on Saturday. Otherwise, as we head into next week, pretty seasonal once again. Highs staying in the low to mid 80s and fairly dry as we head through the month of August.